Hello, and welcome to another Logic tutorial with me, Ed the Shed. My name is Ed, but I am not a shed. In this video I will go through the Expander plugin. This works very similarly to a compressor, but instead of reducing the volume that reaches above the threshold, the Expander boosts. So, a compressor reduces and an expander boosts. Simple. Things you might use an expander for could be to accent or bring back some of the transients in a sound. Let's say, for example, a drum loop. Other uses could be to liven or sharpen a sound up or give it some extra punch. Right. I'll open an expander up from the Inserts panel and then select it from the Dynamics section. As you can see, it has most of the same parameters as the compressor plugin. Some of these parameters work in a different way, however. So let's begin with the threshold. When the threshold is set, let's say, to 20 dB. This means that any part of this vocal sample that rises above 20 dB will be boosted. The ratio slider also works in a different way to the compressor. If you move the slider to the right, there is little or no expansion. In this case, the lower the ratio setting, the more expansion occurs. So as I slide the slider to the left, the ratio gets lower and the expansion gets more effective. So, if I leave the ratio slider all the way to the left and bring the threshold slowly down, you should hear a gain in the volume of the vocal sample. Let's see if you can hear it.
Let the rhythm groove you tonight. Let the rhythm groove you tonight. Let the rhythm groove you tonight.
So as we are bringing the threshold down, we are boosting more and more of the dynamics. Next up is the attack and release knobs. These work in the same way as the compressor, so the attack lets you choose how quickly you want the expander to respond to the audio. And similarly, the release lets you choose how long you want to apply the expansion for. The knee controller works in exactly the same way as the compressor, so as I slide it to the left you can notice that the curve in the graph becomes much more rigid and harsh. This is showing you the smoothness of the transition in boost of volume around the threshold. Finally, the gain slider lets you choose the final output of the audio after it's gone through the expander. The auto gain box compensates for the level increase caused by expansion. When it is active, the signal sounds softer even when the peak level remains the same. So make sure you check that this is off when you first open the plugin, or the expander will not work in the way that I just showed you. That's it for the expander tutorial. Make sure you have a play through all the parameters yourself, and try and get used to hearing its effects. And keep bypassing it to listen to how your audio sounds with and without the expander working. Good luck, see you next time. Peace.